in a big game against New Orleans. I'm a sports guy, so I'm in a golf tournament today. So we got all kinds of great stuff. I need the good luck wishes. Thank you.
You got it. Heaven, yeah. Hashtag heaven, yeah.
Yes.
And I was just betting on the race, so I'm going to follow the race.
Tell me what you guys are up to. I understand you're creating almost like a movement now, and that's obviously a very powerful and big undertaking, but give me the pitch. Let me know what it's all about.
Well, before we give you the pitch, we want to give credit where credit's due. So, Joe, can you give us the honor and give Kevin some credit?
Kevin, we've been following your journey for a long time now. I remember when you were talking about those lines in the TV set back in the day and how all that came together. And I remember the Ginsu knife like it was yesterday. I remember.
Thank you.
And the gazelle and all his abs and all these things. I was like, I had no idea that was you behind the scenes. So first and foremost, thank you so much for being such an innovator in this world and making an impact in the world. I believe you're in like 160 countries. You created 10 businesses, all done over 100 million. You're just an amazing man. We're honored to be here with you today. Just want to let you know that first and foremost.
And
I appreciate that.
I want to congratulate accomplishments.
The new shop over in India.
New shop in India. And by the way, I will tell you one of my proudest moments is the platform we're on right now. Pitch Investors Live is taken off. We have, as you probably know, a huge event coming up with Grant Cardone down in Miami, and lots of great stuff. Where do you guys live, by the way?
I live in Chicago.
I'm in Connecticut, but today we are in Chicago.
Okay.
And with what you said, Kevin, we also want to thank Damien, the Irishman, for putting this together, outstanding man. And I will also like to edify my business partner, Joe Shirmer. This guy's the kind of guy that takes care of his ninth grade teacher, sees her once or twice a week, sits 2-3 hours with her, listens to her, brings her food, took care of LaRusso, a 100-year-old World War II veteran that the state had took his house and they left him in the street, forced him into the retirement home. He took him, got his house back, fixed his roof, fixed his house, visited him once or twice a week. This guy is a guy of integrity. I follow this guy to the end of the world.
Thank you, Gerard.
Fantastic. Good job. So let me give you guys take 2 minutes. I've read a little bit about it, but for those out there, because on Pitch Investors Live, these tapes get archived. People view them later. We need for them to understand what it is you guys are doing. So give us the quick overview.
Yeah, so the Rise as One movement was born in October of 2016. And from that moment forward, I started talking about Rising as One. And basically, it's going to be a movement where people come together for peace, love, and happiness.
Great.
By connecting, creating, and contributing. We're delivering a space where people can tell their story because their story is important. Their story liberates them from their chains, where they're enslaved through their mind, where they can't succeed. So when they tell us, the monster of the story becomes small and they overcome the monster. They're liberated. Now they could fulfill their passion by starting their business or creating their business that's going to help humanity, and they're contributing to their non-for-profit cause. So we connect, create, and contribute. And Joe, can you say a little bit about how the first book got started? Here's the book.
So Gerard and I, we put this book together in 90 days. It's called Rise as One, The Spiritual Awakening, how I was awakened to my truth. And if you look in the top right-hand corner there, Kevin, there's a pair of hands. You're coming through the sun right there. You see those pair of hands?
Gotcha.
So I was out in California. I took this picture in San Pedro, California, with a good friend of mine. We were doing a prayer meditation first thing in the morning. It was all cloudy. And I came up to a point in our meditation where I was filling myself with gratitude. I says, God, thank you for choosing us. All we ask of you is to show us the way. And at that moment, the sun came out and those two hands were in their cloud.
Unbelievable.
I will be sending you a copy of this book. So
I'd love to see it. Can't wait. That's fantastic. So how are you currently getting the message out and getting people to sign up? And when they sign up, what's the monetization of what you're doing? How's it work?
Well, that's where you come in, Kevin, because we have a proposal for you. And we want to get the master, the granddaddy shark, the global household name is you, to give us some of those answers. But just let me give you a little bit about it. Got the book out in 90 days, did the book launch, sold out, did an event in Stockton, California with Jeffrey Combs. The book sold out there. Then we got the idea, because people were loving the book, about speaking about their story, their spiritual awakening, or just their awakening and overcoming something. And the people started buying and requesting, and we said, let's do a book 2. Book 2 got sold out. We sold out all the chapters in 2.5 weeks. That generated $24,000 right off the get-go. Now people are calling about book 3. So it's taking off like wildfire. We know these 3 things. People want to tell their story. They want to be liberated.
Yeah.
Their story impact other people, liberate other people.
Gotcha.
Second, we know is people want exposure to their business. So within the story, we let them talk about their business that they build out of their passion, right?
Yeah.
And then business gets exposure, they have finances, and they can contribute to non-for-profit causes all around the world. So every contributor, a guest author, gets to talk about their story, talk about their business briefly because it's not salesy,
right?
And talk about their non-for-profit. Why did they create it? If somebody's created from their past nightmare stories and now they tell a glorified story, they've been released, they've been liberated, and now they could work on their project, their purpose, and their mission out of passion, and they're happy every day. They have joy every day. They have love, and they just want to spread it, and they want to contribute to their non-for-profit.
Gotcha. Beautiful. Well, listen, how many members do you have? You say you started in 2016. What's the track record?
So what I did was I created an organic platform where we just went on there. I did 40 podcasts out there on the YouTube Live right now. There's 40 podcasts, and through that I created a following. Right now we have 750 members in the Rise as One group. It's a private group on Facebook. This is where we connect.
Okay.
And contribute. So all those guys, every single day, we pour love into that group every day, and people are liking, sharing. And we also just came out with an app we can talk about later, how we can use this app to help improve the quality of their lives, their kids' lives, and their families' lives.
Through they're achieving happiness, love, and fulfillment.
Beautiful. Okay, so listen, I know what you're trying to do is big. It isn't something you're going to be able to do just, the two of you on your own trying to make it happen. So I appreciate that you're reaching out to us to help you. I know that we talked to you guys about trying to make one of our events coming up. This Grant Cardone event that we have is powerful. I don't know if there's any chance for both of you to get there, one of you to get there. This could be where we have one-on-one conversations to take this to the next step. So, look, we're doing this over the app right now. We're going to spend a few minutes today, but at the end of the day, you need a business plan. You need investors. You need, a real comprehensive strategy to go to the next step. For 3 years, you've been working on this. You've got 750 members. Let's get 750,000 members.
That's what I'm talking about.
Exactly.
So that's what we need to try to do. So anyway, let's try. I don't know, and I'm going to be hanging for a couple days. That whole weekend of Grant's event. Can't wait to hang with Grant. Grant's one of the biggest marketers in the world. We've been doing a lot of great stuff. It's sort of a 1 + 1 = 3 kind of thing. And by the way, we've got investors there. We've got people coming from India. We've got people coming from the West Coast, people coming from Europe. It's going to be an amazing situation. And I mean, at the end of the day, if it's possible for you to get there, we'd love it. If for some reason that doesn't work, we'll, look at another strategy that might be possible here. But I would like to get you have a business plan that I can get in advance?
We'll be providing that for you. We definitely will be at that event. Good. We definitely will give you that event. Yeah. Let us give you some more insight on the book, right? Because we know it's a best-selling book series. So it's book 2, book 3, book 4. It's self-funded.
Okay.
It's self-funded, Kevin. So right up there, going to tell you, we're not coming to you for funding. We're coming for something much greater and much more valuable. That is your wisdom.
Even better.
We want you to mentor us. And there is income there where you could choose. What do you want?
Okay.
You want it for your non-for-profit? You want it for one of your organizations? This is going to be big, kind of like chicken soup for the soul, because they have over 250 books. They sold over 500 million copies. They've done over $1 billion in revenue because the
Yeah.
are not ours. The stories are the people, and they're genuine and they're real live events.
Yeah.
We're thinking
Well,
Netflix.
you mentioned Chicken Soup for the Soul. Jack Canfield, one of the original authors. I'm doing an event with him in November up in Canada. So I got the connection.
You got the connection. You're the big daddy shark. We want you. We want
We're the
you.
big shark.
Okay.
Right. One of the
All
goals
right.
is to get Jack Canfield.
I need the business plan. I need a copy of the book, and let's figure out what our schedule is here. Love to see you at our event in Miami if that's possible.
We will be
We will be at the
I'm here
event.
to help support you guys.
We'll be at the
What's that?
event. We also
Good.
the last one had sweet in the pot. Want to have sweet in the pot?
Sweet in the pot.
Go ahead.
So what we want to do, Kevin, we want to present you with $10,000. Why?
Because we want you to mentor us. So we want to talk about that offline. That's like a sign-on bonus. You would mentor us at your time when you have availability. You don't have to provide us funds. We got that. We just want what's more valuable than money, and that's your mindset.
I will say this. Generally, people are asking me for money. You're talking about giving me money. That's a nice turn of events, okay? So somewhere, I know there's a great opportunity here, and I love your mindset because that works when you're dealing with people. When Zig Ziglar said it best, you can get everything in life you want if you help enough other people get what they want. And what you're saying is you're helping me achieve my dream of nonprofits and mentoring and coaching and all that. So I like where you guys are going. I want to get together with you when you're going to be in Miami. We'll set all that up in advance, but get me those things, the business plan, the books, etc. And we'll see you in a couple weeks. Okay.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
All right, guys. Perfect timing. 2 thumbs up, 1 for each of you.
All right.
Thank you.
Hey, Shark, thank you very much. I appreciate you. Thank you for all.
Okay. Thank you, guys. Love it.
Love it.
Take
Take
care.
care.
Have a great weekend.
Have a great day.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye now.